Hello everyone, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This is part 2 of the whole thing. And we're basically...
part 2 of the first game, though.
Yeah. And we're basically picking up right where we left off.
You should section... I'm not ready.
Is this another outtake?
I'm not ready.
I'm counting this whole section now.
I'm not ready.
Steal yourself first. Then get
Hello? This is Maya. Oh shoot, this is 2 girls. I don't even have character voices. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? I can't do this. What's up? You haven't called in a while. This is hard.
Just take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
Sarah EX is up. Oh, I just said my real name. Atlas EX has stopped working. Fine. Sorry, I've been so busy. How you've been? That was combined. Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. That was an exclamation point mark.
Clearly, this is clearly not the first time she's done this.
Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. Wait.
Yep.
Stop smirking. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore. Whoa! Sis?
Yep, they're sisters. The title of this chapter is literally Turnabout Sisters.
Well, did I see the title? No. Now. You know I'm only teasing. Ah, I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. What? Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. Oh. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial. Why is there not a hyphen? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner and something good. Like burgers, yeah. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting. Maya, that sounds like she's gonna die. I'll be waiting, Maya. Oh?
That was the phone.
Oh.
Conversation recorded
Oh.
September 5th,
We
9:27 a.m. Yeah, this happens usually. It usually jumps through time. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Faye and Company Law Offices.
Mia Faye.
Oh, that's someone else.
I don't know who that is. Can I do a weird voice?
Go ahead.
No, Miss Faye. I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why? I see it right over there. That must be
this is
the
fun.
thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho! You are not what the fridge? Cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see.
No, that weird voice is actually be good for another character that shows up in this case.
Sure. I should have been more careful. Ho, ho! My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry.
Maybe not saying the voice like that. Well, no, actually, that voice might actually work out for a character in the next case.
Okay. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal Oh. I called it! Oh my god.
Yep.
Your eternal silence, ellipsy, 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 farewell, Miss Faye! I'm being really loud. Oh!
Calm down. And there's our killer. That's the person you're doing the voice for. Yeah. Red, white, blue. That's the person you're doing the voice for. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Faye and Company Law Offices.
Oh no, Maya.
Uh-oh, I'm late.
Oh no! I'm sorry, I'm being really loud.
Huh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell?
It's a dead ooh.
Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Oh, examine. Of course, I can't do anything.
Examine the plant. It's the killer.
Yes! Killer plant! Oh, I can't do it. Oh. Yeah, we can't do anything like that right now. So, yeah, that's it. Move! Office! But that smell. Blood.
Oh, this is Maya.
Yeah, that's Maya.
Sis.
Someone's there.
Oh.
Dash across the screen. What the? Chief? Chief? Chief!
Near, far, wherever.
Stop it. Who are you? Who are you?
Oh, Maya. Ellipses.
She passed out. The strange girl dropped out cold, left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window.
That's a really weird death pose.
Yeah. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. And all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally, she was cold.
How long did he sit there? Wait.
What are you...
I'm looking up how long it takes for her body to get cold.
Okay, chief. Okay, oh, we're examining now. We could move, but I don't think that's really necessary. So, slide. Okay, so now we can examine stuff. Ooh, okay. Okay, get ready. It's time to poke our nose in everything we see.
It takes around 12 hours for a human body to be cool to the touch and 24 hours to cool to the core.
Okay. Anyways.
So, it looks like it's morning.
It is still nighttime actually, so it was probably a little inaccurate. Anyways, time to poke our noses in everything we can. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but there ain't clues here. She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker, lying next to her, may have been the murder weapon. The thinker, added to the court record. The murder weapon looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock, made by layered butts. Some glass shards near the sheep's body. Some pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Glass shards added to the court record. The broken remains of a glass light stand, broken beyond all recognition. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. Piece of paper. Must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Oh, that's not good. What the? A word is written in blood on the scrap of paper.
That sounds like some Danganronpa
Maya?
stuff.
Maya? Did Mia write this?
Oh, is this why she's accused of murder?
Maya, yeah. Basically. This piece of paper is a receipt from the department store, dated yesterday. Department store receipt with letters written in blood on the back. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police. Find out what that girl was doing here. Let's slide quick. Let's actually slide quickly. Is there anything else we can do here? Oh, right. I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. It's a girl. It's a female, by the way. That voice.
Please. Please come quick.
What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window?
Oh.
She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. So, let's hit this again. The phone receiver is missing a few screws. I better not use it. Desk. A perfectly normal office desk. The chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff the clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Oh, no book. The Fade Company ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's alternate handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Assuming that's... oh, chair. The chief's chair. A simple, functional design. Feels pretty good sitting, too. Okay, assuming that's it, let's, so this is what we have so far. And we have profile. Maya's not in there yet. So... let's, move to the Fade Company law offices. That girl just now. Where'd you go? Put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. Hope she didn't win on me. There she is.
Oh, shoot.
Yipes!
Wait,
Don't scare me like that!
I'm sorry.
Ugh. God. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here.
Maya. Maya Faye. Wow.
Maya? Faye? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. Never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. There are talk options. Basically, we get asking questions like that. What happened? She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? Ellipses.
I came in, the room was dark. And sis.
So she was already dead. You and the chief. So, you're the chief's...
sister. I'm her younger sister.
And you were here visiting, this late at night.
Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her.
Evidence?
Yes. It was a clock. It was the thinker.
And that's all we can... So we're going to court record now, since she's told us her name. Oh, she's still not in here. Okay, I'm surprised she's not in there yet. Usually they show up right away.
Present, so you have to confirm.
Can I examine anything here, though, actually, though? Yes, I can. I want to poke my nose and everything, but I don't think there's anything we do here. So So let's go ahead and present the receipt. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt.
What? Oh, exclamation point! Oh, sorry. That's my name! Why? Why would she... I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the water spilling.
Oh. In your water bottle there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's weird.
Just go ahead.
Why? Why would she write my name?
Please, just calm... Please, just calm down.
Why would sis write my name?
Uh-oh, now I've done it. Oh, there's the cars. They're here.
Ah! Oh, shoot.
The police! Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Police! And here's our detective for the trilogy.
Oh,
Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from a building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that woman I saw. trying to do Gumshoe's voice, but I can't make a rough voice. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay?
You're doing pretty good.
Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have. Nah. Whoa! 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 Excuse me.
Yay!
This word Maya here mean anything to you?
That's my name.
What? The victim drew this here knowing her blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name.
What? Killer?
Case closed. You're coming with me down to the precinct, ma'am.
He really doesn't think into it. What? Nanny? Oh, I'm sorry.
Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot.
What?
I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m. Detention center, visitor's room. That voice with Gumshoe, that's gonna kill my voice if I do it like that. I gotta come up with a better way to do that voice. Yeah.
I feel that.
Wow, yeah, poor Maya locked up like a criminal.
Oh! It's you, the lawyer. Good morning.
Good morning. She looks so tired.
Are you going to be my attorney?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
I had a moment in my head where I was like, wasn't he a lawyer?
Yeah.
No, it's Ace
Sorry, not a chance.
No!
I'm not evil.
No!
I would do that as a joke though, but no. It's up to you. I better give it to her straight. It's up to you.
Up to me?
Yes, I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here.
They're never going to believe me, are they?
That was ellipses, I guess.
Even you. When you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it.
Did I look at her like that?
Yeah.
No, I never thought.
It's okay. I understand. And I've also heard about you.
Heard? But what about me?
I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day.
Oh, that's me. Wait, that's not me. It's me.
This is last month.
Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd it go?
It was quite the scene.
Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. Ha! So he crashed and burned?
He's a genius.
One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh? It sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years.
Confidence for your person.
Wow. Thanks a lot, Mia.
Mia and Maya, that's it.
That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. And I think of the person who did this to Maya. Let's get the ellipses.
No, you said Maya.
Oh, Mia! Ah! I mixed up names! I do that sometimes.
I know.
Oh, I'm crying.
So now Maya should be in the... Yep. Maya and Gumshoe are in the record now.
What is it?
Detective of the local precinct in charge of the initial investigation. Mia's little sister found bent over her sister's body, crying. And then this is all we have evidence so far. It's not a lot. So let's ask the questions first. Maya, there's something I've been wanting to ask you.
Yeah?
What's with that outfit?
Oh, this? This is what all
Acolytes.
acolytes. Oh wait.
Sim Sport.
Acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say.
Acolytes? Like people from religious training? What is it that you do?
Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training.
A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange.
What?
Okay, now before I forget, let's do something that's basically a staple for everything in this series.
What?
Presented the Eternity's badge. Read it.
Sorry, I've never seen that before.
Okay, so she can't. So she's not reacting yet. To that yet. They should react to it if it shows up on the top left corner, but she didn't react to that, so I guess we can't do it. I guess that won't work yet. It's just a fun thing to do. Day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder?
Yes. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
Evidence?
Yes. That clock shaped like the thinker?
The one Larry made. What? Larry. I said Larry. The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case?
Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice?
Her own voice?
Yes. I'm pretty sure over conversation is on my cell phone.
You recorded it?
Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things.
Okay, your cell phone then. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on the cell phone. Let's hear it.
Right. Oh. I just remembered that detective took my cell phone.
Dang it, Gumshoe!
Sorry.
Okay, I'll have to talk to Dick Gumshoe later. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it.
I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay?
Sure, thanks. Maya's memo. A conversation I had with my sister was recorded on my cell phone. Adds to the court record. Spirit mediums, because that's definitely strange. So you're an acolyte, medium in training?
That's right. The Faye family, especially the woman, have always been sensitive to the spirit world.
Wait a second. You said the Faye family? So Mia was into this stuff too?
Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too.
I had no idea. Wait.
What?
So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that?
Yeah, in training.
Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her.
Ooh. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level.
I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Something the matter?
I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. I can't. And well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me?
Accept. Sure, why not? I'll go ask.
Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to.
Say, what about your parents?
Dead.
Ellipses. Times 3. I see. Don't worry, leave it to me.
Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10.
What? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
What if this guy refuses?
They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me.
When will that happen?
They're giving me until 4 o'clock this afternoon.
And visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Wait, did I ever? What? What is it? Okay.
You did.
Could you tell me about the day of the murder? If it's not checked, I didn't ask it. Sorry, I know that must be hard. I thought I did too. I guess
No,
it changed.
It's okay. No, it's fine. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it.
It's not picking me up.
I think it should be picking up.
Okay.
Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. Yeah, isn't this the call from my sister? We've already done this.
I don't think so. Just read it anyway in case it does give us new information.
She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as serial murder by now.
Yeah.
So then, when did you arrive at the office?
It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Well, then I found her, my sister.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need here for now. So, assuming that's it, I'm gonna do this now. See if it works again. Ah, dang it. Okay. So you don't have to read that since it's already been read before. Anything I can examine here? Hello, random guard. That fine. I'm gonna move. This guard monitors the visitors room. He hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. He never moves an inch.
Lights.
Camera. Smile for the camera. And can't do lights. That's it. Okay, so we're moving on now. I want to see. Can we go back to our? Yep, we can. Once we're done here, we'll go to the Grossberg offices. Stump 6, Fane Company law offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for the clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? But no, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the name wrong, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right?
What?
He was proven innocent. Right, and you were... Since he said Larry was...
Pseudo shoes.
Detective Gumshoe. Gumtree, was it? Detective Gumtree? Gumtree? Gum doesn't grow on trees, pal. And I'm the one in charge here, so don't put your luck. Whatever you say, detective. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here! Yes, sir. Be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? I got business here. You better do it quick. Whew. He thinks I'm Miles' lawyer. So... I think we just head over to Grossberg's now. We'll come back to this later. Sorry, Gumshoe, we'll be back. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. Okay, so we can't do anything here, so I guess we might as well go back to the Fane Company law offices. I was checking just to be safe, but okay. Talk. Mia. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You wanna know the results, eh? You wanna know the results, eh? Now don't look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been a boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Mia's autopsy report. Time of death, September 5th at 9 p.m. Cause, slight force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Maya.
That's good.
About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? They say he's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Okay, Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a field prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. Just doesn't feel remorse. Won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, no, don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So Edruff is on this one. He hasn't lost the case since he became a prosecutor at the incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edruff hates crime with almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Check this out. What's that? Sorry, pal, but I got no info for the likes of you. That didn't work. Should I show? Oh, maybe I show him this, he'll give me the phone. I was wondering, did you see Mayofei's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Trick you, lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him not so straight. Tell him straight. Tell him not so straight.
Tell him straight.
Oh. Okay, can't be straight with this guy. But, what should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh, no. That carrying strap on the cell phone. This says the Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo Tokyo. The Steel Samurai, an action hero on TV? Yeah, you see that strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down to the precinct. That's what she said? Yes. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. Huh, so the button I hit worked. Okay. Alright, his cell phone holds the conversation between the chief and Maya. The court record to hear the conversation. I guess I've asked all questions I need to. All done now? Oh, yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I want to mention to you. I don't propose you're playing arguments in that mess. Anyway, you better not. No influencing witness of your loyally raised, pal. Huh? Hey, Lucy. I forgot about her. The witness? May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't say anything about her. Well, she just told me her name, Miss May, huh? So you sent her a photo at you then? It's like a lawyer tricks on me now. She's not to go outside of her until trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. Guess I'd know better than to try to get detective information. You got that way, pal. Time to pay this to Miss May. Okay, let's check this out. Conversation. Yeah, it's basically opening lines. So, okay. So how far are we into this episode now? Okay, still got time.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. So we are going to move on. Oh, yeah, let's examine. Why not? His favorite popular plant. I remember to have this bizarre name. I don't remember. Who was that? Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing that's missing is Mia.
Oh.
There's not legal books here. Curious, so is that Mia probably read all these. And check the window. The sky blue, and so am I. There's no telegraph across the line. Okay, so we're going to move on to. We're going to move on now to the. Let's see. The Water Hotel or Ghostbug Law Offices. Take your pick.
Go to the hotel.
Okay, we're going to the Water Hotel.
I'm feeling that the Lord's gonna come down.
76, the Water Hotel, room 303.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Well, hello there, handsome. I can't do it myself.
Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? Detective Toby.
Don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal.
Note to self, they Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Seriously, Detective.
Sorry about the voice.
Gee, this is all like something out of a movie.
It sounds like I can't contain myself. Oh, never now gets out. Okay, so we're back and we found out she has a
Kawaii-chan voice. So I can't do that, so...
Just try your best.
Oh, fudge! Hi, voice?
Hi.
Let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness.
Just know that when she has a breakdown, your boy's gonna go deeper.
Okay.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one.
This is cringeworthy. I can't with my voice.
Okay, time to examine this whole thing. A bottle and 2 glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Okay, next up. Simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Window.
This is embarrassing, to be honest.
The light, some sunlight streams through the window. There's the Fate Company law offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize the face from this distance, though.
You're gonna cut out when we say our actual names, right? Or just bleep it out?
Yeah, I'll work on that out.
Okay, please. I don't want my name to be said. Okay, go.
There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. Wonder what's inside. Let's take a look.
Ah, shoot. Hey! I already forgot her voice.
You were doing high-pitched. Like, hey.
Hey. What are you doing? No touching. What? I already forgot it. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms, you know. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
That's good. That's good. Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there.
Yeah.
I wonder what could be inside the drawer. So, I guess we might as well talk to her now, since she's here. What you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? And you did describe what you observed at the time of the
I
incident.
may have just forgotten the voice again. This is really hard.
Observe incident. You sound just like the lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
Better not encourage her. You know that thing that occurred, happened the other day. The bad thing? What did you see? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please?
Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy. Miss May. Could you just... Who exactly are you?
Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No! I'm just doing my job here.
You know, you're cute when you blush.
I feel so weird. Is this good?
You're doing good. You're doing good. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do?
Well, no. You had your little fudge. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Oh boy.
Do you see how much I'm like...
Don't worry, we'll be out of this room soon.
Oh God,
This room.
please, I hate
I see there's 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television.
Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer.
Sorry. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like noisy little lawyers.
Oh boy.
Yeah, oh boy, it is.
Let's
that
see.
was embarrassing.
Let's get. I just want to see what happens. I won't have you say these lines, but just want to see what happens.
I'll do it.
Excuse me, but I'm a witness. Police witness. You understand? How could I possibly give you any information?
Why is she saying this to the attorney thing? Wait, keep going.
Because she's the witness, she can't say anything to the defense lawyer
Me.
until the trial tomorrow.
It's just like in the movie. But he's an attorney.
Yeah, he's the defense attorney though, not the prosecutor. She's being a witness for the prosecution. She can't tell stuff to the other side. So assuming we examined everything, we're gonna go ahead and move on to Grossberg's office, assuming he's back by now. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well,
Is that him in the background?
maybe just wait here for him to come back. Ahem! If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. So, you're the one they say has been looking for me.
That's not him in the background.
Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. So you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Oh.
Was that Mia or Maya?
Maya.
Okay.
Yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why this strange reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? You refused me before I even got the chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? So, first things first. Badge. Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter. Dang it, that didn't work. So let's try talking to him. Your refusal. How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me, why won't you take the case? Well, you see, it's just I'm busy. You see, but the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. Don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry. But I'm afraid no lawyer worth the salt would take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. Beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? Mia. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looks back, that one. That painting. That's quite a painting. Aha! You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. So, we're
That was feedback. I heard your voice after you said it.
Yeah, it does that. The way the microphone's setting is it won't catch it, don't worry. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The only painting is so thick it practically gives me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing that seems at either, for that matter. The desk. A solid mahogany desk. Wood's been polished to a deep luster. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. Let's check the table now.
I got...
A table for clients. Elegant ebony, if I'm not mistaken. A light is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone. If I can tell someone here has got money to burn. Okay, plant. The plant's a killer. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Okay, so I think that's everything we can do here. So we're gonna head back to the detention center. Basically, I think we're close to getting to the to be continued part. So once that happens, we'll be done here.
Alright.
September 6th, 3:42 p.m. detention center visitors room. Hiya.
Oh shoot.
Oh, you're back. I don't even think that was her voice.
Eh.
Did you find the lawyer?
Well, what do I tell her?
No.
Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. It was all skin and bones. Ellipses.
What really happened?
Oh boy.
You don't mean he refused to help?
Ellipses.
I see.
Give me a moment. I'm trying to set up my online membership for Nintendo. Okay.
In the middle of a video? Come
Yeah.
on.
I've been abandoned then.
Oh no. She's sad now. I'm gonna talk to her first. Your family. What about your family?
I only had my sister. I called it. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is.
Don't know. So she could still be alive. Your mother.
Well, I have Nintendo eShop. Nintendo Online. Yay! The woman in my family have been mediums for generations. Was she not a medium?
No, she's a spirit medium right now in training.
No, I know her, but I mean
Oh.
mom. Is that what she?
Her mom is a spirit was the spirit master, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Wow.
Ruined.
Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. Oh,
So-
they lived on a mountain?
You live by yourself?
That's cool. Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers.
I feel bad for her. By herself up on that
Oh,
mountain.
that's probably why the
Your mother's enemy. Tell me. So,
objection.
who was this man who ruined your mother?
About
Quotations.
15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. I can't.
Wait. They didn't use a spirit medium, did they?
Yes, they did. The police convinced my mother to contact the victim.
Wow.
Wow.
So, what happened?
The case was solved. We thought. Oh, that was really badly said. We thought. The case was solved. We thought. I'm sorry, I'm not trying
You
again.
thought?
The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Oh, okay, wait. The man who my mother helped the police capture was innocent. There we go.
Oh man.
The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation.
I see.
Oopsies. White.
Excuse me?
Wait.
White?
White, blue, red?
You're getting somewhere now. Excuse me, white?
Yes, they said that in the beginning. That was his name. My sister told me. Wait. Did he come
White?
to murder the...
Didn't you see the Did you see the cutscene?
Yeah, he said white, red, blue.
That was Mia who said that before she died.
Oh. Wait, what? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
No ellipses.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do?
Become her lawyer.
Do I just leave her and go home?
Defend.
Defend Maya. Let's do this. I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not.
Why?
Why? Well,
Someone else is. But
someone else is the culprit. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is.
watch you be the guy who ruined her mother.
How do you know?
I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witnesses strange behavior. Is that all an act? And the way that the lawyer refused to help out Maya. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't do anything about this. But more than all that, there's no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know. I've been there a long, long time ago.
Aw, what?
Why did I become a lawyer in the first place?
Is that the...
Because someone has to look out for people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me.
Yeah. Sorry. That's so kind of you.
Let's see. I actually want to check profiles again because we got. Oh, they're putting him on right away. I don't think we'd be able to see his profile until tomorrow.
Wait, go back. Anyway, a gifted prosecutor and a ruthless man who do anything to get a guilty verdict. Well, that sounds fun.
April May, an eyewitness to the events, testifies that she saw Maya commit the murder, and then Marvin Grossberg, a veteran defense attorney and Mia's mentor. I almost said Maya again.
Their names are hard.
Ellipses. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right. Thank you.
Whew, she smiled at last. Looks like an entirely different person. One last question. Are you innocent? You are innocent, right?
Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive.
Looks like a screwdriver.
There has to be something in there.
It's a screwdriver.
Guess that. So wait, let's try presenting the badge now.
It's not a screwdriver.
Ah, come
I've
on.
never seen that before.
So let's just show a phone. Hey, I got your cell phone back.
Oh, say.
Can I listen to my sister's voice? That's really sad. I'm not crying in the club tonight.
Maya's eyes closed. She listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks.
Thank you. Shoot. I'm sorry.
So now that I've done that, can I present this now? Dang, I still can't do that.
Why? What's supposed to happen?
I don't know. I think they're supposed to react to the badge in some way. This should be a fun thing to do, but it's not really working. Wait, are we going back? Wait, we're not done yet? I thought we were done. I thought that was it. How far are we into recording?
15 minutes, my guess.
Yeah, we're getting close to the finish time here.
What is it?
So we'll probably just have to end this. You want to end this now? Or you want to keep going till we get to be continued?
It's already almost an hour, but we can go to be continued if you want. I'm easy. I'm not.
Well, it's,
I'm good either way. That's.
I think we'll just end it here. So I hope you guys enjoy the episode, and
if you cringe at the voice acting, it's okay. I'll cringe with you.
if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to see more videos like this, hit the notification bell. And we'll see you next time with more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy.
Heck yeah.
With that, goodbye.
Oh yeah, it is named Turnabout Sisters.